Hey guys, the day after the race, it's Sunday, and a quick recap of what I did yesterday. It was kind of a brutal way of getting back into racing with the T100 series here in Miami. High temperatures and high humidity made it for sure one of the hardest season openers I've ever done. It was fun though. Let's get into it. So 2 hours before the race, a bit more than 2 hours before the race, I rode towards the race venue. Did some it was kind of a warm-up ride just to make sure the legs were spinning. I could already see there the heart rate was a bit higher than usual, but I thought that was kind of a good thing. That also means that I'm fresh and ready to race. At the same time, I was sweating so much, so it was like already there. I felt like this will be interesting. I thought to myself, it's that kind of race where you have to be sensible, but at the same time you can't really be sensible because you have guys like Alistair who will just don't really care, just go out hard no matter what, and you also have to kind of be there. So that was, while I did the warm-up, I kind of did all those scenarios in my head on how I would react in certain situations and what I would do. But I felt like there was a good flow, and I came into rack my bike in the transition zone 1 hour before the race, and felt kind of calm, ready to go. Also nervous at the same time. Because obviously it's a big event, it's a big stage. There's a lot on stake, and you want to do well. Even though it's only two months into the season, you kind of tend to forget that when you're at the race, because you just want to win no matter what. And that kind of kicked in 2 hours before, or 1 hour before the race. The fact that it doesn't matter if it's here or Roth, Hawaii, or some local race, like you enter to win, and you really feel like that 1 hour before the race. That's where the kind of racing mindset comes into play. So I felt good. I enjoyed the atmosphere down at the transition zone, and just got things done. After I racked the bike and prepared my run shoes, I went to the athletes lounge just to first of all, there's air conditioning in there, so it was kind of nice to get to cool down, but also just relax for a minute and breathe a bit, focus on the task, and get ready, get my race suit on. Awesome race suit though, Fusion made me. I hope you all enjoyed it. And then, wear the swim skin, make sure you're looped up all everywhere, and yeah, just kind of prepare. It's that kind of it's an exciting place to actually be in the athlete lounge, because all the athletes are kind of nervous, ready to go at the same time, and you have Alistair sitting there in the corner and just with the legs up and oh, is it now we have to go? And then we have other guys who are almost passing out from breathing exercises and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun to. It's fun to be in a place like that. And then I went and did a quick warm-up swim with some efforts just to get ready, and then it's all about athlete lounge. We get ready for presentation and for the walkouts and all that. We chose our spot at the pontoon before the race, so that was easy. Just had to walk down there and get ready. And then it's just when you stand down there at the pontoon, it's like the longest maybe 1 minute of your life, because it feels like forever, and you just know everybody is nervous and ready to go, and everybody is aggressive at the same time, ready to. It feels like you could shit your pants because you're so nervous. So it's a weird atmosphere down there, but it's also fun. Then the gun goes, didn't get the best of starts because the pontoon were kind of pushed back, but that's the same for everybody, I guess. Trying to find a spot in the group in the front, and I think that's where I struggle the most actually, to early in the season to just find my spot and just fight for the spot and stuff like that. The fact that I've only trained in pools, obviously, and then just immediately you have to throw a bit of elbows and be physical. That's where I have to get a kind of used to that, do that stuff. And the pace was just on, so it was about just hold on tight and make sure you are in the group. And that was what I did. Just try to do my best in terms of being as effective as possible and find the right legs. Got out of the water, and I felt like I was in the front pack, and it was just about do fast transitions, get on the bike. Looked at my heart rate; it was through the fucking roof. So I was like, okay, this is where you have to be sensible and not burn everything in the beginning. And I saw a lot of guys, they just went for it. And I thought to myself, oh, I'll probably see those guys again in maybe an hour or so. Some of them I did see again, and they after that, when they fell apart, there was no way back. Unfortunately, it was not enough guys I'll see again. So I tried to pace it conservatively. Ideally, I would like to go with Magnus when he make the jump from his position to the front, but I didn't have the legs to do it at that point. It was like 10 minutes after it started to open up a little bit, and I could see from kilometer, I think 30 or 40, I kept the same, and the next 40 kilometers I kept the same pace as the front. So some solid improvements there. I just have to be better at like producing high power and high speed in the beginning of the races. That's definitely a place. Like the anaerobic work is something we're working on right now, and we can see it actually works because I have made some improvements already, but we just have to get better at it. And there's nothing else to it than just working hard for it, and that's where we are right now. And then it's on a course like this, it's like hitting the apex perfect every time, cool down enough, and get enough liquids in, get enough energy, all that stuff. You just have to hone it really and make it as perfect as possible. I think maybe I was a bit too quick, or I got a little bit too much energy in at one point, like 75 k's in on the bike. I took a big hit, and that was, you know that kind of feeling of being, you almost bonk even though you're not bonking because you get so much sugar in. So in the beginning of the run, it just felt off. The first 3 or 4 laps was just horrible. Because you're just running out there, and you feel so much alone, and it's hot, it's humid, so it's god awful, to be honest. And then after, I think the 4th lap, it kind of I started to ease into it a little bit again, and I could feel like the technical aspects of running, like when I could kind of get that rhythm going as when I run well. And I think probably the last 25 minutes of the run was actually quite decent. But then it's too late to fight for any good spots at that point. So, it's like there's a lot of stuff I'm happy about the race. There's small aspects we've been working on that can make a huge impact later on in the season. And I think we've come a long way already in 2 months of working on those. At the same time, it's like a huge disappointment to go here and finish 8th, because that's not why I'm here. I'm pretty sure everybody who's not on the podium, they're like, boring kind of caption where it's like, oh, it's not what I came for, but at the same time somebody have to occupy those spots on the results list. So it's about seeing the positives, and the fact that we are in March, 2 months into training, and I could deliver on a level like this is maybe, I think I have to see it as quite successful, to be honest. Coach was happy, so it's just about preparing for Singapore, and I think we got some pretty good indications on where we have to work and also what we have to do in order to be there in Singapore. So now I'm gonna head to Noosa tomorrow and get that work done, and then I'll be ready to fight for the podium in Singapore. I hope you're all watching the race online on Eurosport, and if you didn't, I hope you'll watch the next couple of races on Eurosport, because I think it is the future of the sport, but it's only the future of the sport if you guys are watching. So not only do I demand of you that you watch my YouTube channel, but also that you subscribe to the Eurosport and the Discovery app and watch the races online. I hope it was as much fun to watch online as it was racing it, because it was actually a blast, even though it hurt so much. And also it's awesome to race the best in the world. It's like it's March, so already now to get an indication of where you are compared to your competitors, and also to get your teeth kicked in like this is highly motivating, to say the least. And I think the next couple of months will be very exciting in terms of racing, and also I can't wait to get into do some proper work. I look very much forward to my stay in Australia, and yeah, I can't wait to get stuck into it. And that's just the stuff I also hope you guys can relate to, the fact that, you know, sometimes you get knocked down, but it's in a way where it's like I really wanna perform better next time. So that's what I'm working on now, and that's what I'm gonna be working on for the rest of the season. And I hope you guys will follow along to see that improvement, to see that process, and to follow it. I got my dream apartment in St. Moritz finally. To be honest, life couldn't really be better. I really look forward to the future, and I'll see you guys out there. So left to say is keep calm and strike hard.